Welcome back, everyone. Grab a cozy seat and let's laugh a little bit today about one of the most absurd things in the English language, its spelling system. Actually, with this episode, we begin a series of them about spelling versus pronunciation exceptions. We know how much this frustrates the students, so we are here to explain every single question.
Oh, absurd is the perfect word, Maya. English spelling is an absolute chaotic nightmare for anyone who learned to read phonetically in their native language.
In most languages, if you see a letter, you pronounce it. Simple, logical, direct. But in English, letters are basically suggestions. We have silent letters everywhere, words that look identical but sound different, and words that sound identical but look like complete alien code.
That's right. And when you read a word in a book before hearing it spoken out loud, you fall right into the trap. I learned this lesson the hard way during my first trip to a high-end restaurant in Edinburgh. I wanted to order dinner, so I looked at the menu, pointed confidently, and told the waiter, "I would love the grilled salmon, please."
You pronounced the L in salmon.
Loudly and clearly. I said S-A-L, mon, with full authority. The waiter gave me a polite smile and said, "Ah, excellent choice, sir. One salmon coming right up." My face turned beet red. I had read the word salmon in textbooks for 5 years, but I had never realized that the L is completely silent. I spent the rest of the meal wondering why on earth English people put an L in a word if nobody is ever going to say it.
That is such a classic trap, Leo. The letter L in salmon is just sitting there doing nothing.
It really is. Have you ever had a moment where spelling betrayed you like that, Maya?
Oh, absolutely. Mine happened during a business presentation early in my career. I was trying to compliment my team's design work in front of 10 international directors. I wanted to say that their design changes were very clever and subtle.
Oh no, don't tell me you pronounced the B.
I said, "I really admire how subtle these changes are. I pronounced that B as hard as I could. Sub, T-L-E."
Ouch. Subtle is pronounced subtle. The B is completely silent.
Completely silent. The whole room went quiet for 2 seconds, and my manager gently whispered, "It's subtle, Maya." I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me whole. I realized right then that reading English with your eyes will mislead you half the time. English stole words from French, Latin, Old Norse, and German, kept the weird historical spelling, but changed the pronunciation over hundreds of years. That history explains why English spelling is so crazy, but it doesn't solve the problem when you have to speak in a meeting today.
That's why we built the 3-step sound over spelling blueprint. It's a mental framework to stop your eyes from ruining your pronunciation. Question what you read. Step 1. Whenever you learn a new word by reading it in an article or email, assume the spelling might lie to you. Never guess the pronunciation of a long English word based on its text alone.
Use the phonetic rewrite trick. Step 2. In your vocabulary notebook, write the word down, but right next to it, write how it actually sounds in your native alphabet or simple phonetic letters. For example, receipt is pronounced receipt.
Learn silent letter families. Step 3. Don't memorize silent letters as individual exceptions. Group them into families. Silent B for words like doubt, subtle, comb. Silent P for receipt, psychology, and silent K for no, knee, knife.
This 3-step system retrains your brain to trust your ears instead of your eyes. Fluency comes from sound patterns, not from memorizing spelling bees.
Let's look at 4 famous spelling traps that trip up non-native speakers every single day.
Trap number 1. Uff. Consider these 4 words. Cough, tough, though, through. They all end in O-U-G-H, but they sound like off, like in cough, uff, like in tough, O, like in though, and oo, like in through.
That is pure insanity. Trap number 2, receipt. People always want to pronounce the P, but the P is silent. It's simply receipt.
Trap number 3, Wednesday. You do not say day. You completely erase the first D and the E and say Wednesday.
And trap number 4, colonel. This is the ultimate English spelling crime. It is spelled C-O-L-O-N-E-L, but it is pronounced kernel, like a kernel of corn. There isn't even an R in the word.
That one should be illegal. But once you accept that English spelling is just a historical museum, you stop stressing and start laughing at the exceptions.
Let's enter the vocabulary lab to analyze the 12 essential sound and pronunciation concepts we decoded in today's masterclass. Phonetic. Relating to speech sounds and how words are pronounced rather than how they are written. Silent letter. A letter that appears in the written spelling of a word but is not spoken when saying the word. Phonetic rewrite. A study technique where you spell a word using simple, phonetic sounds to remember its true pronunciation. Salmon. A large fish, famous for having a completely silent letter, L. Subtle. Small, delicate, or clever in a way that is not immediately obvious. Features a silent letter B. Receipt. A printed piece of paper showing that money was paid. Features a silent letter P. Colonel. A senior military rank, famously spelled with L's, but pronounced like colonel. Homophone. 2 or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings or spellings. For example, pear and pear. Heteronym. Words that are spelled the same but have different pronunciations and meanings. For example, The past time of the verb read, which is also spelled red but pronounced red. To mislead. To give a wrong impression or cause someone to make a mistake. Chaos. Complete disorder and confusion. A great description of English spelling. Sound pattern. A recurring combination of spoken sounds that native speakers recognize automatically.
Let's lock these correct sounds into your physical mouth muscle memory inside the shadowing lab. Listen to our delivery, drop the silent letters, and repeat these 2 sentences out loud. Phrase number 1, mastering silent letters. I bought subtle decorations and saved the receipt for my records.
Phrase number 2, trusting your ears over your eyes. Don't let tricky English spelling confuse your spoken pronunciation. Fantastic job! You just trained your ears to overpower your visual eyes.
Next time you see a strange English word, don't guess how to say it. Look up its sound, write your phonetic rewrite, and speak with total confidence.
If this masterclass helped you unlock the mysteries of silent letters today, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and share this episode with a friend who is fighting with English spelling.
Trust your ears, ignore the silent letters, and keep your mindset sharp. And don't forget to tell us in the comments. Which English word do you think has the strangest spelling and pronunciation? See you in our next masterclass. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.